Then comes the memory. Memory consists of chips attached to the motherboard. Memory holds data and program instruction as the CPU works with them. Memory attached to the CPU is used to store data and instructions and is called internal memory. The internal memory is divided into many storage locations, each of which can store data or instructions. Each memory location is of the same size and has an address. CPU accesses each location in memory by using a unique number called memory address. The internal memory is also called the primary memory or main memory. Let's have a look of the main memory. The main memory is also called primary memory. Primary memory are two types: random access memory and read-only memory. Random access memory stores data and program codes needed by the CPU. The contents of RAM changes rapidly and often. That's why these are called volatile memory, because the contents lose when we turn off the computer or the power is off from the computer. But ROM is a non-volatile memory. Data stored in ROM is retained even after the computer is turned off. It holds instructions that run the computer, which the power is first turned on. Data has been pre-recorded in it. So this is the look of a main memory, RAM and ROM. Now see how memory is measured. The smallest usable unit of measuring the memory is called byte. It is the amount of memory required to hold one character, like the letter A or numeral 2. Computers work with large chunks of data measured in multiple bytes. When 8 bits comes, it becomes 1 byte. And when we have 1024 bytes, then it becomes kilobytes. Likewise, the measure increases megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, and so on. Next is storage devices. Storage device is also a device that holds data which are not currently being used by the CPU. These are the permanent storage where we can store data permanently and for a long time. Data is commonly used on a magnetic or optical disk. Each type uses a special medium for storing data. A disk drive is a device that reads and writes data to a disk. Common examples of disk drives are floppy disk drive, hard disk drive. Common optical storage devices are CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, Blu-ray disc. These are very common in these days. These are the look of some storage devices inside the computer. Next is cache memory. Cache memory is a high-speed memory that holds the most recent data and instructions that have been loaded by the CPU. Cache is located directly on the CPU or between CPU and RAM, making it faster than normal RAM. The amount of cache memory has tremendous impact on the computer's speed. Now we look for the output unit. The output unit consists of output devices that are attached with the computer, which we have already learned in the previous lesson. It converts the binary data coming from CPU to human understandable form. The common output devices are monitors, printers, plotters, and so on. So these are the basic functional units of computer system which all working together to process the data and find out a meaningful result. So after going through this video, kindly give me suggestions or you can write your doubts or any clarification you need. My email is there. You can send it to me and we can clarify. So you can like this videos and share this and subscribe this.